Hey YouTube, it's Afronique and I am back with a lock style tutorial. So here's that. Alright, so if you want to see how I did it, you gotta keep it locked. Alright, so for this hairstyle, you will need one or two of these elastic bands, depending on the length of your hair. Hairpins, again, depending on the length of your hair. And if you have like little short ones, you may need to tuck in. And then optional would be a hairnet. And this one is specifically made for buns. That's why it's small and it has elastic in it. I got mine from Sally's. It's Jackal Net hair net with elastic. Okay, so what you want to do is take a good chunk of hair from the center, from the top center. I'm going to use this. Okay, and so let's take one of your elastic bands and just tie this hair up out the way for right now. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do our basket weave in the back. Okay, so I'm going to take some of the hair, about half of the hair from the top of the side, and then start crossing it over. Okay, now that I've got to the nape, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another elastic band and put it on there. Make it like a ponytail per se. Okay, so now for my hair, since it's a little bit on the shorter side, what I'm going to do for my bun is I'm going to need to stick it with some hairpins, but depending on your length, you may not need to do that. And then, as an option, if your hair is my length or shorter, you can put a hairnet on it too. But I think I'm going to do it without the hairnet. I wore it today without the hairnet. The hairnet really isn't that noticeable, but I just really wanted it a more natural look, I guess. So I went without it. You can kind of see the locks more, I guess, so it makes it a little bit more natural looking, I guess you could say. So I'm just going to tuck some pins in here. So if you're going to use the hairnet, you have the option of just tucking your hair and putting the hairnet on it and not using the pins until you're going to put the hairnet on there at the end. So what you could do is you could put the whole hairnet on there and just kind of put it on here. And you can kind of twist the extra and like tuck it and pin it. Or what you could do is actually make the hairnet even smaller by taking it and twisting it so it's like half its size, and then putting that over your bun. But it just depends if you want that on there or not, and your length of your hair. If your hair is longer than mine, then you probably don't need to do that, because you probably won't have all of those little locks that will slip out of your bun. So that's just what the hairnet is for. You're trying to avoid that. Because I know a lot when I was turning my head, a lot of them would kind of get loose. Because I turned my head like while I was driving and stuff. Okay, so I actually came up with this hairstyle last night when I was watching a YouTube video. It's called the Prince Chariot, off of, what is it, Naughty Dread TV. And that was what the look was inspired. So I was trying to come up with something to do with this top part. So originally what I ended up doing was just kind of, I did it this way. Taking all of my hair over to the side and then just kind of swooping it back. Let's see if I can get it the same like I did it yesterday. So I just kind of swooped it all back, and I have a lot of little short ones that poke out. But the first part was just kind of swooping it back, trying to get some height, and kind of leaving it just kind of a loose swept back look. So this was the first way I did it. But then I decided I wanted something else, and also to help with it not coming loose, so I don't have to put a lot of pins in it. And so what I decided to do was to also basket weave the bangs also. So let's see if I get this way. Can you see it? Alright. So again, with the basket weave, you're just taking the outside hair, crossing it in. Let me get a little bit more hair. You're just crossing it over to the center. Take hair from this side, cross it to the center. I'm just trying to pull out my locks to get them as long as possible, so I'll have to use as less pins as possible to tuck in the little short ones that come out of it. So I'm kind of running out of hair to an extent. So I'm going to start with my basket weave and just kind of grab the ends so I can keep it tight. And then bring it to the back. Okay, so I'm going to pin this, and when I pin it, I want to kind of tuck it into the top of the back basket weave. Okay, so what I did was I tucked it in to this part right here. I was able to take my hair right here and then pin it to right there. Alright? Thanks for watching. Bye.